And welcome back to another arena announcement video. So this week, we have a lot of information to go through. Um, Firstly, we had some state of the game and state of formats videos come out. They're also in article form. So we'll go over the state of the game article real quick. There's a lot to it. They talk about what's happened, what they release, and all that good stuff. So if you want to hear all that, read the article, listen to the video. I watched the video. Um, and what really stood out to me, obviously for Arena specifically, is Pioneer Masters, of course. So we're getting a lot of uh, uh, cards coming in. And also, this is when is Modern coming? Let me offer you a preemptive answer. Modern currently isn't on our roadmap, and we don't have plans to add it anytime soon. So there you go. But at least Pioneer's coming into Arena, which is good. Of course, they delve into card sets, but this is the one that really um, got me interested. Basically, they're gonna add some form of achievement system to Arena. Um, Different things. So they're saying, what is this? Get out of here. Um, Different things, right? It doesn't replace any daily quest system, so the daily quest system is still going to be there, but it's going to kind of be like maybe like a collection thing, or because they do say, what is it? We deliver feature. At some point, they mention like just it could be like a set thing, right? A way to get things for sets or whatever. I I don't really like that. It says they'll unlock new cosmetic phrases and a new way to celebrate accomplishments with redacted. I don't know what that means. Could be anything. I would love for gems, coins, wild cards. That would be it. If they did achievements and they made it in the form of, if you, let's give an example. If you collect every common in a set, you get 1,000 coins, or I mean, I would be down for like 5,000 coins, right? Something like that, or like 250 gems. I don't know, something like that. I would be super stoked because the collector in me would really want that, and it helps push to get the next collection or whatever, right? Same thing with like uncommons, rares, mythics, stuff like that. I'd be really excited. I would actually collect the alchemy sets, right? Because they're smaller and I'll be able to get rewarded quite easily with those. Um, yeah, that is great news. It's something that I thought about before, um, but they never implemented it. I used to play years ago. It was Madden, but I never really played the actual Madden game. I wasn't that great at Madden, but they had this trading card game called Madden. I forget. I'm sure you guys know. Someone's gonna know what it is called. Um, but they had little sub things where you would all your extra cards. There was like collections you could do, and with these collections, you would like use up this card or whatever card you have, and then if you collect everything in that set, you would be able to get a really good card only available through that collection. Um, and when I played it, I thought that was super cool because there's times where you just had like six of the same player, but then it's like, oh, I can use one of these cards to put it in a collection, right? And so I thought that was really cool. And it would be great if they did something like that. I don't like that if they're already pushing for cosmetics and phrases. Like can care less about that. I think more gems, wild cards, um, just coin in general would be fantastic. That would help free to play players. That would really help us as someone who doesn't want to spend too much money on Arena. I know, they're aiming to push for us to spend money on Arena, but at least we're playing the game, right? Um, at least some players might not have money to spend on Arena, so this is a way for them to keep playing the game. It's different, like I said, different ways to interact with Arena. Which will provide more ways for players to engage with Arena. So they're not wrong. This is a great way for them to engage in Arena. So I just want them to these these achievements or collections to be some form of reward, in the sense of like, here's gems, here's coins, here's wild cards, here's maybe a draft token or a seal token, whatever. I think that'd be fantastic. That would be the way to go. That's me wanting what I want, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. But anyways, I thought that was fantastic news. Of course, they want to do more social features. We'll see how that goes. People love to just say anything they want. So maybe a way to mute or something would be good. There's also quality of life improvements, which is something that we always want, right? Gold pack meter. It's going to be all standard legal pack purchases, which is pretty cool. So those packs I always argue against, where what's the word? Um, in the like daily deal section of Arena, where it's like 10% off. I'm like, 10% off a set that it doesn't even go towards your gold packs. I still would love it to be like 50% off, because I mean, let's be real. 10% off 100 gold, it's nothing. And it's like a one-time purchase. If it was like, hey, you can buy as many as you want, okay, I get it. Maybe only 10%, but it's not. It's a one-time purchase and it's only 100 gold. Make it 50% minimum, especially if it's like not the newest set, you know? Please. But that's just me. Let's see. Upcoming special guests, cards and packs. Yep. Deck sales. Oh yeah, we talk about that. So again, there's a lot of stuff here. Them talking about it, and then they go into the format meta of Arena, and of course, Standard is the most popular format in Arena for obvious reasons. Then Historic, and then Brawl, which is up there, and I'm surprised it's not higher. I definitely see that. It's crazy. Look at that dip right there of Historic and Brawl, and a little bit in Alchemy. I mean, I guess everything dips other than the Standard. Standard just, that's people just not playing Standard, and then all of a sudden a Standard. That's Bloomborough right there. That's the power of Bloomborough. And then it dips. It dips. So you can tell Bloomborough was a hit, because everyone was playing Standard. No one else was. Everyone was just like, screw everything else. We're gonna play Standard. We'll see how it goes from there, but that's definitely Bloomborough right there. But that's the state of the game, the state of the formats. Moving on to obviously the pre-order bundles. We still have the Liliana pack bundle, the Johnny Play bundle, and the Vivian Pass bundle. So this is the last week to be able to get these before the new set releases. This section talks about the new Jumpstart for Foundations. Of course, you do have anime treatments for certain cards, and then there's like default versions of cards. And dude, Brimaz definitely going Adeline. Might swap out this for Adeline, or put this in, maybe. Man, that's a tough one. They're both really like good in that slot. I would go with either or for sure. Um, if you haven't yet, there is a email, or I don't know what it's called in Arena, the inbox in your Arena, from the Vegas from last week or something like that. They're giving you 500 experience, so that's easy experience that you just got to click a couple buttons and you level up 5 times. So if you haven't done that, please do it, uh, for your sake. A guide to asset validation on MTG Arena. So I guess there's some issues. If your client's running a little weird, go ahead and open the options menu, then select report a bug under the options menu, then select validate bundles, and that should fix it. If it doesn't, just hit up support, and I guess they'll help you out with that. Again, a lot of information in this week's announcements. So moving on to more Foundations info. Uh, Basically, there's a starter collection and beginner box, which is separate than the Foundation packs. So the starter collection comes with certain cards, and the beginner box comes with certain cards. They will not be instant, obviously, or these cards will be legal in standard, but not appear in the foundation packs or limited events. But we can use wild cards to get them. So if you want them, you can still have access to them. It's just you're going to have to use wild cards to get them. This made me laugh really hard. Does that mean Soul Ring will be on MTG Arena? No. No. So obviously they don't want to bring a card that powerful into Arena yet. Maybe down the future, but at the moment, no, they do not want Soul Ring in Arena. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Soul Ring is a very, very, very powerful card, and I would not want to see it on Arena. So, of course, the Arcane Signet and Command Tower. I don't know why it's written Commander Tower, but it's called Command Tower. Anyways, but these will be available, obviously, for Brawl and whatnot. And then obviously the special guests, they will be available. Which you see Bushwhacker, Condemn, Sphinx's Tutelage, Paradise Druid, Bloom Tender, Temporal Manipulation, Grim Tutor, Fiend Artisan, Emperor Cleveland, Chronos Memorial. I feel like a Chronos Memorial is going to go in my rat deck because it's a way to give my rats flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and pro black and red. So 7 mana is a lot of mana. We'll see about that. I do like that this Bushwhacker comes in as a common. Condemn comes in as an uncommon. Sphinx's Tutelage is an uncommon, and Paradise Druid is an uncommon, and Bloom Tender is a rare. So instead of being mythic rares, there are whatever they were before, which is great because I hate that I'm like, I have to spend a mythic rare on a Goblin Bushwhacker. No, well, actually, you don't. You can spend commons to get them. So that's awesome. I like that feature. They actually are implementing it to, I guess, any future sets when it comes to um, special guests down the road. And that's it for all the brand new information of the state of play and all that. So going into our event schedule, of course, we have Midweek Magic. This starting tomorrow, we're gonna have a Duskmourn bot draft. It's gonna be Phantom, so you don't keep anything you draft, but it is free. So Midweek Magic, we should be able to enjoy it. And then the following is Magic the Gathering Foundations Constructed. From what I gathered, this is supposed to be one of those where you can play. You if you don't own the card, you can still use it and play it in the set. So I think that's great. I like that. I like that where I don't have to use up my own or I'm not limited to what I own, right? What I've pulled, or have to use wild cards to have a better deck. I just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna play these cards, and I don't own them, but I can play with them. Blah blah blah. So I thought that was cool. Then the following week we got Foundations Jumpstart, and then after that Standard Pre-Constructed. So they're probably gonna give us some pre-constructed decks, standard legal decks, and then we get to play with them with each other. So cool. Got Quick Draft. Currently, we still have Duskmourn. And then after next week, we got Murder Karlov Manor. We do still have Arena Cube available. So if you're into that and you haven't tried it out, go for it. It's still available. And then next, or starting tomorrow, we'll have Streets of New Capenna. Capenna? I don't know. Premier Draft. And then, of course, the qualifiers about 2 weeks away or so. So if you're into that, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, we'll start with that. And we got our November ranked season. Remember, if you're playing ranked, depending on where you place in bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, or mythic, you'll be getting packs, some gold, and a couple of card styles. Our uncommon is Vengeful Blood Witch, which is a pretty good card. I might have to throw that in my Braids deck. Then Exemplar of Light. So that's a life gain card. But again, card styles. And that's it. That's our announcement. So a lot of info. But good news. And I didn't say it, and I think I didn't state it, but and I don't know if it's in the article, but in the video they state or they make a comment about multiplayer. It is not. Oh, no, wait. Let me see. They stated specifically that it's not coming out soon, but it's in the works. They say they may start hiring people the beginning of next year to start working on implementing multiplayer on Arena, which is good news for people like me that want to play multiplayer on Arena, like whether it's two-headed giant or four-player commander, whatever it may be. They are it is in their minds, and they are eventually going to work on it. It's just not anytime soon. Which still, again, to me, big news. At least they're aware of it, and they answered the questions that we wanted. So, there you go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like the news, or excited, or upset, vent to me, talk to me. I'll listen to you. And if you enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you enjoy my content overall, please subscribe. I'll catch everyone next time. Bye bye.